What's up, my YouTube family? So I wanted to come on here really quickly just to say that I put together a plethora of really cute Valentine's DIYs. And once again, your girl got a little bit extra, and once those creative juices got flowing, I just took it over the top. And so the video ran really, really long. So I ended up having to cut it into two parts. So this is going to be a two-parter. So that's why I wanted to come on just to tell you to look out for that second. So whether you joined into part one or part two, I just wanted to say that there is a second part to this video, so be on the lookout for that. So if you enjoy this kind of content, please give this video a thumbs up. It will help my channel out a lot, especially at a time when YouTube is making all these stipulations and changing up all their rules and regulations, and it's affecting small channels such as mine. So with that said, I don't know what the future has in store for my channel or for me, but I do hope you're going to be in it. And with that being said, don't forget to look out for the second part of this video. And if you smash that notification bell, then YouTube will notify you each time I upload new content. Mwah. Love you. Bye-bye. So these are the supplies you're going to be needing for this next DIY. A heart-shaped wreath form from the Dollar Tree, a love ornament from the Christmas House collection at Dollar Tree, and this is the SKU number in the back in case you want to freeze the screen, some garland, and this is that red tinsel garland from the Valentine section with the heart embellishments on it. And this is all you're going to be needing. So the first thing you're going to want to do is clip off and remove any tags that you have on your wreath. Gather together your tinsel garland. And what you see me doing here is I'm flipping over the wreath form, and I'm going to secure a knot on the first slit closest to the V form on the wreath. Nothing too complicated, just a simple knot. And that's how you're going to secure your wreath so that you could start forming your heart. So in this illustration, I'm going to show you how simple it is to put this together. What you see me doing here is tugging on the garland and showing you that it is secure with a knot. And then all I'm going to be doing is repetition of the same thing, just wrapping it around the form and through the center. Once again, around the form and through the center. And each time you wrap it around, you're pulling the garland together and pretty tightly so that you're not leaving any spaces. And it is kind of annoying at the beginning when the garland is really long, but as the garland starts to get shorter, it gets easier. Okay, so now that I'm at the end of my garland, what I'm going to be doing next is securing the garland and adhering it to itself using this Beacon Magnatac 809 glue. And so I'm just going to add a little bit to the tinsel garland itself and then secure it onto the wire wreath form. And that's basically what I'm going to be doing for the next half of the wreath as well. The same steps and then gluing it to secure it. So now that that first piece of garland is secured down to the wreath form, I'm going to be adding the next piece of garland. As you see, it didn't make it quite all the way down to the bottom of the form, so I might be needing an extra garland. Here I'm showing you that I tied a knot at the first slit just like I did on the opposite side to form the heart shape. And so you're basically going to be following the same steps, wrapping it around the form and through the center, and each time gathering it together not to show any spacing. So here I'm showing I am going to be needing a third piece of garland as predicted because there is some space in between as you can see here. So now it's just a matter of embellishing this project, and what you see that I've done here is that I've created a bow using this burlap ribbon that I purchased at the Dollar Tree and tying it with some jute twine. And now we're going to go ahead and grab that Christmas ornament from the Christmas House collection at Dollar Tree. And we're going to snip off the little handle that it came with. And we're going to remove the pine cones and the green stem. And this is going to work out perfectly because nothing about this ornament says Christmas. It just spells out the word love. And once we remove all these embellishments on it, it's going to work out wonderfully. And you will never know that it was originally a Christmas ornament. And so here I created a hanger using this wired ribbon from the Dollar Tree, which I thought paired off really well because of the hearts. And this is the complete project, guys. I just think it looked really well. And what I'm going to be showing you next here is that the love ornament, once I remove the hanger and the green stem, I ended up adding some of this jute twine on that border edge because it showed the holes. And I just really think that it added extra character to this. It makes it look more rustic. And I'm really pleased with the way it came out. And it's just as full in the back as it is in the front. There's no spacing. What you see here are a couple of pieces of twine from the bow that need to be snipped off. But other than that, this is the complete project here. And it was really easy to make, wasn't that difficult at all. And I'm glad I was able to share this with you. And I hope you enjoy creating one just as much as I enjoyed creating this one for you. Next is just a simple, quick, and easy craft project. I'm not even going to call it a DIY. What we're going to be doing here is embellishing this already made styrofoam heart-shaped wreath form. And we're just going to be adding a bow that I made out of some wired ribbon and this door knocker. This is just a heart-shaped valentine door knocker, but we're not going to be using it as such. And what I'm doing here is eyeballing the placement where I want to glue it before doing such. And it appears that right at that V point is the best place to glue it. And this is the end result after gluing down the embellishments. And as you see here, I glued the door hanger to the V point in the back of the styrofoam. And I added the bow off to the left hand side. And I threaded the little tails with the bells on it through the front end of the heart. And it already came with that nifty little hanger on the top, so I didn't have to add anything there. And I just love the way it falls and it hangs, and now it makes little jingle bell noise. The following items are the supplies necessary for this next DIY project. So you're going to be needing a vase of some sort, and I got this one from Dollar Tree. Some sort of pedestal candle holder, and I had this one on hand. What you see here is a tea light candle holder, and this came in a pack of 2, and I purchased it at Dollar Tree, as well as this is the lid off of a candle that I already burned. Some diamond wrap, and this is the 6 feet from Dollar Tree. Some decorative ribbon of your choice, and this is optional as well. Trusty old glue gun and some glue sticks. And some holiday Hershey's Kisses, and these are the Valentine's Kisses in colors pink and red, and there's 2 packs of each. And these are all the supplies that you're going to be needing for this next DIY. To begin with, we're going to start this project by adding some of this diamond bling wrap to the grooves on this pedestal candle holder. And so as you see, there's a groove on the top, 2 in the center, and 1 on the bottom. And I'm going to be using this Magnatac 809 liquid silicone glue, simply because anytime you're going to be gluing diamond wrap on glass or metal, there's always almost a 90% chance you're going to burn the crap out of your fingers. So I decided to use this silicone liquid. So I glued down the diamond bling wrap in a pattern of 2 rows on the top, 1 each in the center, and 2 rows on the bottom. And so now I'm going to clean the top of the pedestal as well as the top of the glass jar in preparation for adding the adhesive and gluing it down. And so I'm just going to measure out the center of where I want it placed and try to center it as best as I can. So now that I measured out the center and got it all glued down, I'm going to push it off to the side and allow that to dry. In the meantime, I'm going to be preparing the dome lid by gluing this tea light candle holder and the top of that candle that I told you that I burned, but not before adding some diamond bling wrap to the very top of the candle holder. And so I'm just going to add a little bit of that silicone base glue, and I'm going to glue it down. And this glue dries fairly quickly. I mean, it gives you some wiggle room. That's what I like about it, because you're able to adhere the things down, and then if it's not quite centered, you could adjust it. So this is what it looks like so far, and I tied a piece of that decorative ribbon around the collar just to give it that holiday inspiration for Valentine's. And I'm showing you the lid, how it looks after I put the diamond wrap. I put 1 row on each groove, 1 on the top and in the center, and it just ties in the diamond wrap on the pedestal. And I'm showing you how it looks with the dome on. And so now we're going to be filling it with the filler so that you can get the entire look. So these are those Hershey's Kisses. And what I'm going to be going for here, guys, is a layered look. So I want to do like one layer of red, one layer of pink, one layer of red, to give it that layered look. But this is something that can be used not only for Valentine's, but all year through. The beauty of that ribbon on the collar is that it's removable, it's not permanent. I didn't glue it down or anything, so it can be taken off easily. And this can be used as a centerpiece at a birthday party, a baby shower, a wedding, you name it. The possibilities are limitless. And so I'm overall pretty pleased with the way it looks. And here I'm showing you with the lid on. And I didn't quite think it through carefully because it appears I'm going to need quite a few more bags of Hershey's Kisses to fill the jar all the way. But at least you get an idea of how it. The following supplies for this next DIY craft are as follows: a box of LED string lights and the Valentine hearts, a pedestal candle holder, some table scatter in colors red and pink, a glass cylinder vase with hearts, and lastly, some Beacon Magnatac 809 silicone glue. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to be adding some of this liquid silicone based glue onto the pedestal candle holder, and you're going to be generous with the glue, applying it all around the edge of the rim. And this is what you see me doing here. The glue is a little slow, so you got to squeeze hard. Sometimes it pours out a lot, sometimes a little. It depends. So now what you see me doing here is placing it in the middle, trying to center it as much as possible. And I do have some seepage that I'm going to clean up here. And other than that, we're going to let it dry. So this is the final product here, guys. And so what I'm going to show you here is that I did add some decorative ribbon, and that wasn't in my list of supplies. And neither was this foam mounting tape that I decided to stick on the back of the battery pack as I'm showing you here, because I didn't want to make anything permanent, so I didn't want to glue anything on the glass or anything like that. And just to keep it out of the way, I put a couple of pieces of that mounting tape, which worked out really well. And so you see the lights on the bottom, and then I put the table scatter in sections of pink and red, and filling it to the top, trying to hide the string as much as possible. I'm showing you it with the light off and now turning it back on again. And I'm just very pleased with the final results, and I hope you like it as much as I enjoyed making this, guys. And this is another simple and easy project that you're going to want to try. So for this next project, you're only going to need 5 materials. And the first thing you're going to need is this 4x6 picture frame from the Dollar Tree, this multi-purpose glue from Crafter Square, these buttons also from Crafter Square at the Dollar Tree, some felt stickers with a little rhinestone embellishment, and this 30 sheet activity pad with faux wood sheets. You're only going to need 1 sheet. And these are the items you're going to be using for this next DIY. Here is the result of putting together all those supplies. I didn't quite feel the need to show you how I glued everything down. What I'm showing you here is that I spelled out the word love in buttons. I also added one of those felt hearts with the rhinestone embellishment. I'm showing you that I used that faux wood sheet from the activity pad, also embellishing the frame with some buttons, and I added a heart-shaped red rhinestone in between every other button as well. And this is how it all came out, and I put it together. And this is something that you can create with the kids. It's an easy project to do with them. Talk about a no-brainer, guys. This next project almost needs no explanation at all. What I'm showing you is this gift bag that says sealed with a kiss that I purchased at $1. And it has a sparkly side as well as a matte side. And I'm showing you that I already cut out the picture to the size of this Dollar Tree frame. And voila, I just think it came out so stinking cute. I'm loving these neutral red, black, and white colors against the silver background. And so if you're looking for cheap, inexpensive wall decor, guys, I'm urging you to think outside the box and consider using gift bags.